Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Politano card to review today. So we're taking a look at a card that is 5'7", high medium work rates, left-footed, 4-star skill moves with a 4-star weak foot. In regards to player traits, he does have the finesse shot trait. If you guys remember, this card last year was really cool. I think they released a storyline version or something. I forgot exactly which one it was, but it transferred, I think, from Inter to Napoli, and the card was still really good to use. It was like a right winger, right mid card, I believe, and that card was great for basically the entire year. So with this card, it potentially doesn't look too different from that card, right? So we're looking at a card that has 90 acceleration with 88 sprint speed. He has great base card stats for shooting at 85, 85, 87, 92, 84 with 83 composure. So with this card, it definitely makes the most sense to give him the Hunter chemistry style because a couple things to consider. He is a 5'7" player. We don't know his body type. It says average on Football, and we're going to see what it's like in game, obviously. But with the Hunter chemistry style, guys, we're going to be boosting his pace to essentially be perfect. We're going to have essentially perfect shooting as well with great passing and decent dribbling capabilities. Now, the reason why I say dribbling is because body type and height will dictate whether or not he will actually dribble really well in game regardless. He does get a little bit of a dribbling boost from time to time in certain situations where it's like, you know, ball control +5 for dribbling on the basic chemistry style with a +5 for agility, right? So with a Hunter, the card looks great, but trying him out on the basic, we'll be able to see what his base characteristics are like and what I really want to improve on the card. Do I really need that dribbling boost, or is he as good as possible just with the basic chemistry style? But like I said, guys, it's probably going to make more sense to give him the Hunter in-game, right? And then when it comes to physical aspect, he obviously has none, but he does have 84 stamina. The way that this card is set up, guys, you can use him in any of the attacking positions. Left mid, right mid, striker, cam, any of those things, right? So for us, we're going to be trying him out in the striker position first because I just want to see what he's like playing on balance instructions just to see what his base characteristics are like. Because he has the finesse shot trait, I actually want to try him out on that right side with Deulofeu off to the left. We're going to have Correa playing through the middle. Yeah, we're going to have Correa playing through the middle and stay forward, but the two strikers up top will just be on balance instructions, and then these guys will be on stay back while attacking cut passing lanes. And then these guys are on comeback in defense. Yeah, comeback defense should be perfectly fine for them. They're not like super agile players to push up and come back and stuff with good work rate. So Ansaldi is, but Perisic isn't, so it kind of like causes this misbalance in the team. So yeah, we'll use him up top in the striker position for the 3-5-2, as well as the 4-3-3, which is another position I do think that he can play really well. So let's get into a game and see how this card plays. Okay, guys, so we're going to be matched up with a person that's using no defensive-oriented players, so maybe attacking with this card is going to be sick.
Unable to keep the ball. Correa.
Are you aggressive over here? Goes downwards, okay. Cool. I kind of expected him to move into that space up top, that empty space, but we'll see what's up. See what his dribbling capabilities is like. Get that inside, touch again, nice. Ball roll touch. Work off this pass right here. Touch, finesse shot. Finesse shots come off really nicely on this card. Handanovic with a really good save, by the way, is because I honestly thought that was a guarantee, so... you do feel it dribbling a little bit, though, boys. I will tell you that much. It's not terrible by any means, obviously, but you still feel it a little bit. Even there, you can kind of tell from the quick little dribble and turns, right? His attacking AI up top in the striker position is a little bit strange. Scoop. Heel to heel. Fake shot. Croqueta. It's a little bit weird. I actually might use him mostly in the cam position, I would say. I'm going to see what's up. Should be free at the bottom right here. He does make that run right there. Yeah, his attacking AI right now, initial runs are kind of strange, but I might have to just get used to it. We'll see.
Using all his defensive acumen to cut it out.
Ball roll. Pass from an angle. Oh, try to get more power into that, but sometimes those don't register. What type of movement do you make here? You know what's weird about this card? His movement is more, like, it feels more medium oriented. It's kind of strange. Yeah, he still has that, like, emphasis touch a little bit. Finesse shot trait? Okay. Yeah, guys, regardless of his height, you could still feel the dribbling being a little bit off, for sure. It's funny, too, because with this card, we have the basic chemistry style on him, so just take that into consideration when looking at how he's performing in-game for us. But so far, the card's a little strange. He's actually surprisingly weird.
Untidy in possession.
Okay, I'm going to make this pass right here. I'm going to call him back here, and I want him to move to himself. Okay, he comes close here. I'm going to make the space here. Fake shot, drag back, ball roll, a little bit of shielding. Finesse shot from there? Oof. Finesse shot trade's like so ridiculous. It's just such a huge difference on these cards. Guys, I'm going to try him out in the cam position. Striker position, he's a little bit odd for me personally. And it's funny too because the basic chemistry style, like I was saying, it actually is boosting his dribbling, but his dribbling definitely doesn't feel like crazy responsive, considering the heights that he obviously has, right? Yeah, we'll just switch him to the cam spot, and we'll see how he plays. His attacking AI is very strange up top in the striker position, boys. Sometimes with these types of cards, you would have to slap an instruction on them, right? I like to try them out from base characteristics, but it might be the type of card where if you do use them up top, you have to either put like a get in behind or something on him. He almost feels like a card I would mostly use in like a left mid or a right mid position so far, I would say. But we'll see. There we go. Shot across. A little bit off balance there too. Those shots, by the way, are from really poor angles, but I just like to test them out to see if the player himself can actually hit those. Okay, so he's more aggressive in the cam position. Like in areas like that, it was very obvious that type of run that he actually made there. Okay, attacking AI is better in the cam position. Good. I expect, like, you see those runs like he makes where he kind of, like, angles himself in a certain way. I like when he does that and kind of, like, brings himself back into the cam spot. Like, that's where I feel like a card like this is definitely going to play best. He's definitely a very weird one. I honestly thought he was going to be, like, a guaranteed good one. But he's a very strange card so far. I'm going to keep trying him, though. Sometimes you just have to get used to these guys, you know, because they have certain characteristics that you're not necessarily used to. Yeah, he still has that, like, drag thing, though. Like, even from a regular left stick touch, it was really questionable, you know? It's good that he has good base card stats for passing to open up the space there. Pass. Okay, sticks to the middle in that situation, which is good. Pass to the top here. Oh, and that's a terrible pass by Bentancur. Yeah, you see how he does that, like, huge emphasis touch? Like, yeah, sometimes it's because of gameplay, but a player's base characteristics will make them do that too. Like, you'll never see someone like Bernardo Silva or Messi do that type of initial touch, which is pretty heavy for the most part, you know? You expect your CDMs to do stuff like that. Driven pass. Wait for that run. Pass off, first time strike. Wanted to see what it was like with his weak foot right there. We're offside. Fake shot. So the tactics, guys, you have to use like aggressive oriented tactics to fix his attacking AI a little bit. So on balance, he's a very strange card, but you can see on the fast build-up, he definitely moves across the pitch significantly better. Like just these positions right here, like that's exactly what you want your player to do in those areas, right? But I stand by the dribbling thing. The dribbling is not as good as I thought it would be, considering the height that he has and stuff, man. It's not to say that it's awful. I just thought it would be more responsive. It's just one of those things, you know? First time strike. There we go. Score that opportunity with Politano. Yeah, you can see that he has that like weird initial push, you know? Alright guys, so final verdict on this SBC Freeze Politano card. So let's talk about a few things first, right? So with this card, in my opinion, it 100% needs the Hunter chemistry style to perform to the best of its ability. He really needs that acceleration boost and sprint speed boost on this card for him to perform to the best of his ability, as well as the shooting boost too, because that finesse shot trait for a card like this is going to be crazy to have if you boost his shooting. You can see that when we were using the basic chemistry style, the extra finishing on the card is going to be very, very important for you to be able to consistently hit those. His dribbling, guys, in my opinion, don't expect it to be super responsive in game, right? It's very strange with this card because he is 5'7", so I did expect him to feel more responsive. I do feel like his average body type, as well as these three dribbling stats right here, I think it affects it a little bit for how he performs in game. I do think it's mostly the average body type because I feel like if he was a lean body type, this guy would move across the pitch really nicely, right? But I do feel like these dribbling stats right here do affect the card a little bit, right? Now, let's take a look at the price. We're looking at an SBC that is 142K. In my opinion, I don't think the price is that bad because let's take some things into consideration, and especially with the league, right? In the Serie A, guys, you don't really have that many options in the attacking positions, right? So if you like to use a Serie A team and you want to have some attackers in your squad, you don't have a lot of crazy options that have the 4-star minimum, the shooting, the pace, the dribbling, the passing. You don't have that many options. So let's take a look at what options you do have, right? So you have Ronaldo, who's obviously expensive. Dybala, who feels more like a center forward or cam, to be fair. Immobile, I wasn't really fond of Immobile's card, and you guys know this. Dries Mertens is great, but he's at 425k. But even Dries Mertens is a little bit off because of his dribbling stats. I felt I use this card a little bit. Lautaro Martinez is great, but he's a right wing that costs 415k, right? You got Correa, whose dribbling is a little bit weird, and then you have that's pretty much it. You have Muriel. Muriel's pretty decent, but he's 64k, but it's like it's a card you use because it's a fun card you can use, right? Not necessarily because it'll do anything crazy for you. But with this card, guys, you can see that it's essentially the only good option for the price range that he's at and for what he can offer in game. Like, yes, you can get Lautaro Martinez, but Lautaro Martinez is not an Italian striker up front, right? Like, just that link up that you can do with Tonali by itself is worth it, right? Because in a 4-3-3 setup, there's more link ups that you can do with a card like this that plays for Napoli, that plays for the Italian national team, right? So I do think that the price range for the card is worth it, but the card is strange in-game. I did think it was going to be significantly better than what it felt, but at the same time, it's not a bad card, guys. So for the price range, I do think it's fair for the variables around the card, for sure, right? But you may have to slap some instructions on him in the striker position, potentially a get him behind or something, because he's a little bit weird just from base characteristics. But when I changed him to the fast build-up formation in the 4-3-3, he was moving significantly better through the middle, right? So where you position him, the tactics that you have is definitely going to influence how this card performs for you in game. But like I said, guys, the dribbling you're going to feel a little bit, but the Hunter chemistry style is definitely the best way to go about him. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.